All right, happy Monday. That was a fun weekend of sports. The Red Sox clinching on Friday on the Raffaello walk-off triple. How about that? And then Detroit clinches on Saturday. And I want to do a little Patriots. They really did not look good to start, didn't they? But that is a bad Carolina football team that they took advantage of. Drake May was great. But a great weekend overall. As I thought Major League Baseball did a great job at changing their structure and making September matter. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. But having things come down to the final day where we did not know who the division winner was going to be in the AL East, it made Toronto gamble and use Gossman. They were able to get away with that. Cleveland got a walk-off win. They win the division. They go 20-7 in September. Cincinnati loses. All the Mets have to do is win in Miami, and they can't even score a run. I know some of you, I get messages about this, and people don't like when I talk about sports as a business, and I don't know why. When you get to a certain age, you have to realize it has to be about money. Certainly the product matters, yes. But if your product is not a good TV sport, that's what it is, right? I mean, you're airing your product on television. Networks are spending money. Local fans, not just... You have customers, right? Sports is a customer-based business. We don't like to admit that for some reason. Your product a few years ago sucked, in my opinion. I'm a lifelong baseball fan. I'm 52 years old. I've been watching baseball since I was 8. It pained me to say that. But I call it like I see it. 3.5-hour games. I hated broadcasting games that long. Boring. 7 minutes sometimes in between a ball being put in play. Extra inning games. 15, 16 inning games in a minor league stadium when there's 4 people watching at the end. And then you have to the next day call up 4 or 5 pitchers. How did any of that make sense? No pitch clock. Extra inning game, and I'll get the diehards. I sure you do. I've never, ever, ever had anyone come up to me and say, one of my favorite moments ever was that 17-inning game. Great for Pawtucket. They had that 33-inning game. No, thank you. I don't want any part of that. Nobody enjoys any of that. We can question whether they do the right thing with the runner at second. Honestly, I love it. I don't want to watch a 6-hour baseball game. They changed a lot, and they became relevant in September when a television is dominated by the NFL. It used to be you'd clinch in September, and that division leader wouldn't care what seed they were, and it would be a throwaway month. And you had 40-man roster guys, and 11 pitchers would come into a game. It was a bad product. Games are shorter. Games are more exciting. No more shifts. Still have a lot of strikeouts, but they've changed a lot of things to make it better for the fan and the consumer. I'm a fan. And to have everything come down to the final month, final day, final minute of the season is compelling television. It's how people get sucked in. You can't have a month like they did before. Who cares? 40-man guys will play all month. Just a throwaway month. You can't do that in a sports era where the NFL dominates. And your ratings in September were great. Your ratings, everything went up this year. And now you're introducing the challenge system. Kudos to MLB. You did a lot that I'm, as a fan in me, is proud of, and as a broadcaster am as well. Sox-Yankees Tuesday. We'll talk all about it on Tuesday. The pitching matchups. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. These playoffs are going to be a lot of fun. That's my 5-minute update.